All right, retail giant Starbucks is about to have possibly a massive impact on the adoption of Bitcoin and potentially a massive impact on the price of Bitcoin. This stems from leaked information that just surfaced about 24 hours ago regarding the partnership between Bakkt and Starbucks. For the last 12 months, Bakkt hasn't really been giving us a lot of updates. Right now, it's set to happen sometime this year. We're just waiting on regulatory approval. But Starbucks has been relatively silent. We really haven't heard the exact details of what their partnership with Starbucks entails. In fact, the last update that we heard from Starbucks was back in August of 2018 from Starbucks Vice President of Partnerships and Payments, Maria Smith. In this quote, Maria Smith outlined Starbucks' plans with Bakkt. This was back in August. Starbucks will play a pivotal role in developing practical, trusted, and regulated applications for customers to convert their digital assets, i.e. Bitcoin, into US dollars for use at Starbucks. This was sort of a general, sort of a vague, yet hopeful, bullish statement that Starbucks might actually play a significant role in the launch of Bakkt. And up until now, we really didn't know any more details. But as of today, through an interview with the Block Crypto, which is a relatively reputable and respected crypto news site, from a payment expert that was quote-unquote close to the deal between Starbucks and Bakkt, he has come out with information that shows that Starbucks is apparently about to play a very significant role in this Bakkt partnership. New leaked information reveals that Starbucks received a significant equity stake in the Bakkt partnership. So apparently the leadership behind Bakkt gave Starbucks a whole bunch of money to come onto their platform. In exchange for what? Well, in exchange for all that equity that Starbucks now has, Starbucks has to give something back. And Starbucks in return is going to be using its software to facilitate purchases of Starbucks' products with cryptocurrency. Pay for a cup of coffee with Bitcoin. I like this quote, "Direct Bitcoin payments for Starbucks could bring unprecedented utility to Bitcoin." If you want to see for yourself the full interview, head on over to the Block Crypto. They have the full breakdown right over there. Keep in mind, it is behind a paywall, and all the information can just be found for free anyway. There's a lot of people saying that retail giant Starbucks received an incredibly high amount of equity. In fact, sources suggest that the amount of equity that Starbucks was given was disproportionately high, given that Starbucks did not actually make a cash investment. Some people don't really get it. To me, when you actually stop and consider the amount of value that a name brand like Starbucks brings to the table, if you think about it, any company that's even associated with Starbucks is, one, they're going to get a massive boost of just visibility and hype, and they're also going to get a massive boost of just clients. So if Bakkt did give up a whole bunch of equity, the value that they're getting in return, to me, makes sense. Keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Think about this. When the hundreds of millions, if not billions, of Starbucks customers around the world log into their little Starbucks app and see an option, pay with cash or pay with Bitcoin, that could potentially open up a whole lot of new retail investors into Bitcoin. Also, that could be a huge green flag for institutional investors as well. My question is, how do you think they're going to implement it? You think they're going to go regular on-chain transactions, or do you think they could potentially go Lightning Network? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. But in my opinion, if Starbucks used the Lightning Network, to me that would make the most sense. Do I think they actually will do that? This might be too big a step for Starbucks to take on. They might want to, they already have their app. They may just say load a whole bunch of Bitcoin in your app and then you have that to pay whenever you want to. Either way, I like it. This is real adoption happening right in front of our eyes. Keep in mind, Starbucks is phase 2 of their operation. Phase 2 of Bakkt's operation, which includes its partnership with Starbucks and Microsoft, is also set to launch later this year. The second phase is designed to utilize Microsoft's cloud solutions to allow people to buy and sell and store and spend cryptocurrencies on a global network. We're hearing about Starbucks. I'm excited to hear about Microsoft. If you check on Bakkt's Twitter, they haven't really given any update for the last 2 weeks. Stick around to the end of today's video and we are going to get to the bottom of this on our own. We're going to reach out to Starbucks together, you and me, at the end of this video and see what's going on. We're going to find out when I can spend my Satoshis on a Grande Americano. Stick around to the end. By the way, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe for a video on cryptocurrency every day. My name's Austin, and for daily crypto updates regarding Bitcoin and altcoins, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I want to talk about Lyft, I want to talk about Vechain, and I want to talk about a very bullish move from Ernst & Young regarding the adoption of Bitcoin. First up, Lyft. This surprised me. Ride-sharing app Lyft partners with blockchain startup. Lyft is actually accepting cryptocurrency. It's in a very select location for a very specific use, but Lyft's accepting cryptocurrency. Ride-sharing app Lyft has partnered with blockchain startup Solve.care to tokenize healthcare-related transport arrangements. So cryptocurrency for healthcare. Estonia-based Solve.care, so I believe this is only in Estonia thus far, but it's something. Solve.care is a decentralized blockchain-powered platform, and it's using cryptocurrency to do two things. Solve.care focuses on enhancing healthcare administration and allows access to healthcare services for users and insurers. What's Lyft got to do with it? The partnership with Lyft will allow Solve.care users, so people using this healthcare service, to schedule Lyft rides to doctors' clinics, hospitals, and pharmacies. This is the significant part for me. If you're a user of Solve.care and you use Lyft, Lyft will accept automated payments using Solve.care's native utility token, Solve, via their Solve.care digital wallets. So in Estonia, if you're using this healthcare platform, Lyft will accept your cryptocurrency. This is probably one conversation of 3 conversations that leads to Lyft is launching their own cryptocurrency. Next piece of news, Vechain is going back to college. Through the generosity of the company Vechain, the Neukom Institute for Computational Science has available $40,000 to support research across the campus. What's the takeaway? Vechain is supporting institutions on the collegiate level. I think this is a net positive for Vechain, as computational science experts, IT experts, developers come out of this institution as they're looking to change the world, maybe through cryptocurrency. Vechain's going to be on their radar. Bullish news from Vechain. Last piece of news, keep in mind at the end of this video, you and I are going to hit up Starbucks together and find out some details about this Bakkt partnership and Bitcoin implementation. Last piece of news, this just came out 2 hours ago. Ernst & Young introduces tax tools for reporting cryptocurrencies. Why is this important? Well, Big Four auditing and professional services firm Ernst & Young has launched a tool for accounting and preparing taxes on crypto holdings. This just shows on a very real level how one of the biggest auditing firms in the world is acknowledging Bitcoin as a legitimate asset. Not something for criminals, not something for scam artists, but a legitimate asset for you to claim on your taxes. They're not acknowledging it as a currency yet, but this is a big step. This would have been outrageous if you heard this 2 years ago. Now it's part of the norm. TurboTax Online last month also reportedly partnered with CoinTax to help you report crypto on your taxes. All right, if you've gotten any value from today's video, feel free to give it a like. It really does just help the channel grow. Let's do it. This is Starbucks Help, so I'm presuming they're going to respond if I tweet them something. Hey, Starbucks. I like it. I'll see you tomorrow.